You're watching Fox 45 Good Day Baltimore. All local, all morning.
It is a homeowner's nightmare. Frozen pipes can cause quite a headache.
Coming up, how to keep your pipes in check when freezing temperatures strike and feet of snow. 9:22 is the time. You're watching Good Day Baltimore.
With all the talk about winter weather, extremely low temperatures can cause some costly home disasters. Jamie Smith is here from Mr. Reuter to talk about how do you prevent frozen pipes? That's a big problem. Good morning.
It's scary this time of year with the temperatures going down and, making sure, because right now, as soon as we have these excessive days of cold below freezing temperatures, it just builds up, and that's when your home is prone to some pipes freezing. The best thing you can do is do something now before that happens.
So what exactly is happening that's making the pipes freeze and then burst? Because that's the second bad part.
Yes. So the first piece is having them freeze. And what happens when you think of just the days of the ice cube trays and the water expands as it freezes, and that's what happens in your pipes. It actually builds up extremely high pressure. It can be like 3,000 psi in those pipes. And it causes it to split right open. It's almost like the seam of pants or a shirt that burst open, and that's what your pipe does. And while the pipes are frozen, no big deal, because it's frozen. The water's not going anywhere. As soon as it starts to thaw, that's when you have the problem. And what happens if you've left the house when that goes on? What if you left because there's no power and all of a sudden you've got water flowing everywhere?
That's oh my gosh, that's a headache waiting to happen. All right, so how do we make that not happen?
So if you've had this happen in the past, you kind of know your problem area. So you need to go there, maybe put some sort of a very safe heater in the area. Maybe you want to go through and insulate those pipes, make sure they're there. If maybe it's a sink on an outer wall, so you've got pipes on an outer wall, open those cabinets up to let the heat get in there from the home to help keep it warm. So you want to pay attention to your hose, your outside faucets. We call them hose bibs. So what you want to do is make sure those hoses are disconnected, because if you leave them connected, there's water in there, and it's definitely going to freeze and follow right into the house. So
do you turn those off?
Yes, so you disconnect your hoses, you turn them off. Some homes inside have an extra shut-off valve for that, so you shut that off first, then you turn on your outside faucet to drain it, and then you turn it off, and then you're set for the winter. One of the things that you can pick up at a home improvement store is something that goes on the outside, and this is an insulated, it has a 3M insulation in it, and you put it over your hose faucet outside, and it insulates it. I have these on my house, to keep everything nice and toasty for the house itself. The other thing on the pipes outside, you can use standard pipe insulation that you can find at Home Depot, and this just easily opens up. It's already cut for you, and you put it around the pipe to warm that spot up.
So most of the things that you can do to prevent are things that you can do yourself. You don't necessarily have to call you guys in to do it in advance for us.
You can have a professional come out and take a look at your house and see if you do have, many people don't know if you've got those extra shutoff valves, but a plumber can come out, take a look, and see where you're vulnerable to try to help prevent it from happening. But if you do get to the point where your pipes do freeze, and you can tell because you're not getting water somewhere, sometimes it's isolated, it might be only your kitchen, only a bathroom, so you can kind of pinpoint where it's happening, and you don't want to unthaw that too fast. So it's very important not to make it happen fast, because that extreme temperature change can cause the pipes to burst as well. So you can even use a hairdryer. It's as simple as that. Plumbers don't carry a hairdryer around in their truck unless they're very vain, probably. But you want to take that and you want to constantly move it around the pipes, try to warm it up. Warm towels that are maybe with, if you have water running somewhere else, that you can soak in warm water. The other thing you want to do is turn on a faucet and let it trickle. So if your pipes haven't frozen and you're worried about it, turn on cold water only at a trickle at one faucet in your home. Keep the water moving so that it doesn't freeze. If it's already frozen, you want to open a pipe up so that once it does thaw, it has room for that pressure to release, and maybe it'll help prevent them from bursting.
All right, good to know, because we are in for it this weekend. Thank you so much. I have a feeling you probably still get a lot of calls after this weekend.
Hundreds, yes.
All right.